In a small mountain village lived a young boy named Ayaan. His family was poor, but his dreams were as vast as the sky. Every morning, before the sun even grazed the peaks, Ayaan would lace up his worn-out shoes and run the 5 miles to his school. He had a singular dream: to become a national-level runner. Running was his freedom, his escape, a world where nothing could hold him back. But in his village, dreams were often met with laughter. "Ayaan, you don't even have proper shoes," they'd mock. "How will you compete with the best?" He'd just smile and reply, "One day, these same feet will make our village proud." At 15, Ayaan got his first big break, the district race. For months, he trained relentlessly up hills, through mud in rain and snow. On race day, he stood among athletes in fancy gear while he wore his old school uniform and sneakers stitched with thread. The laughter followed him to the starting line, but he tuned it out. The starting gun fired. For the first few laps, he was in the top 3, his heart pounding with a mix of excitement and adrenaline. But then, disaster struck. His shoe tore, sending him tumbling hard onto the track. The crowd gasped as other runners sped past. Ayaan lay there, his knee bleeding, a voice in his head whispering, "It's over." But another louder voice roared back, "You can lose the race, but don't lose your will." He pushed himself up, limping, and finished the race last. The crowd didn't clap for a winner. They clapped for a boy who refused to quit. His knee took weeks to heal. His father, a woodcutter, pleaded, "Son, dreams don't fill empty stomachs. Come, help me." But Ayaan's spirit was unbreakable. "Abba," he said, "one day my dream will fill everyone's stomach." He took a part-time job, saving every single coin for a new pair of shoes. Each night, under the moonlight, he trained, his breath a white cloud in the cold air, his determination burning brighter than any star. A year later, he got another chance, the state-level championship. With a second-hand pair of running shoes, he went to the big city. The race began, and he ran with the speed of hope. Then, the skies opened up, and heavy rain turned the track into a slippery mess. Many runners slowed, but Ayaan felt at home. He remembered the muddy hills of his village. This was his turf. He accelerated, his clothes soaked, his legs aching, but his spirit soaring. As he neared the finish, he thought, "I'm not running against them, I'm running against my limits." He crossed the finish line, second place. The crowd chanted his name. Reporters wrote about the boy who wouldn't give up. Year after year, Ayaan trained. Every defeat was a lesson in discipline, patience, and humility. Finally, he made it to the National Athletics Championship. Standing in a stadium filled with thousands, he saw flashes of his journey, the mockery, the pain, the hunger, the lonely nights. The race began. This time, he didn't just run, he flew. Every stride was a battle, every breath a promise to himself. And when he crossed that finish line, the scoreboard lit up. Ayaan Khan, first place, national champion. Tears streamed down his face. In the stands, his father, now old and frail, watched with eyes full of pride. The boy who once ran barefoot in the mud was now the fastest man in the country. Later, a reporter asked, "What kept you going when everything was against you?" Ayaan smiled, "But when you truly believe in your dream," he said, "the world's laughter becomes music, and your failures become your greatest teachers." I didn't run to win. I ran to prove I wouldn't quit. Life will test you. You will fall. You will fail. And people will doubt you. But those who refuse to give up, who get back up after every single fall, will eventually rise higher than they ever imagined. Ayaan's story shows us that success doesn't belong to the most talented or the richest, and belongs to the most persistent. The greatest victory isn't crossing the finish line first. It's never giving up before you get there. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that fuels your journey.